Today, we're going to do a 10-minute delivery platform review of MrBeast's Burger for Deliveroo in Regent Street, London, United Kingdom. So we have opened the platform and we're clicking on to MrBeast's Burger. The first thing we would look for in our own brand would be to make sure that this picture here, commonly known as the hero shot, is a good representation of the brand, visually appealing and not blurred. Now we look at the information here. So this is the estimated delivery time. 20 minutes is exceptionally fast. Then we look here at what's called cuisine tags. In this brand, we have American, halal, and burgers. So this tells us that we know if we want a burger, we can click on burgers, which is sometimes an option for customers to choose different cuisine types, such as burgers, pizza, chicken, etc. Halal, so it's safe to assume that there is no pork, and American because of the style of cuisine. You can always contact your account manager to find out what the cuisine tags are that's available within your own delivery platform. Each delivery platform has their own version of cuisine tags. This is the info section, so we just click on this to make sure that it works. We would call this phone number to make sure this phone number is accurate. And here we can see we have a 5-star hygiene rating. So that's very good to MrBeast and his kitchen team. When we click on the link, it takes us to Fitzroy Wine Cellar and Kitchen. So we can presume that this is also a cloud kitchen or dark kitchen, ghost kitchen, virtual kitchen, whatever you want to call it. It's being made for delivery only, and it's very unlikely you could dine in there. Now, when we scroll down, we can see here that Deliveroo is recommending other restaurants. So they're trying to take us away from MrBeast's brand over to a sushi restaurant or a Mexican restaurant. Restaurants can pay to be placed up here, and then when we scroll down, we can see we have popular with other people. We're going to ignore that today and just focus on the menu structure. So the first thing we do is a quick scroll just to make sure that every item has a picture and see if there's anything which stands out of the ordinary. So far, so good. We can see there's images of everything. If we look at the drink section, we can see most of their drinks are Coca-Cola products. But what's quite interesting is they have Sprite or 7-Up, which tells us it's unlikely they're exclusive with a partner such as Coke or Pepsi, or is changing over to a different provider. Reason being is Sprite and 7-Up, one is owned by Coca-Cola, one is owned by Pepsi. Now, when we scroll up, we're looking to make sure that the pricing is correct. You would know your own prices for your own restaurant, and you would cross-check each of these prices reflects that. Now, you would go to each menu item, and you would click on it to double-check that the description here is accurate. It's always worth putting a description on your menu just to give customers an idea of what to expect, and it helps with the value proposition. Here we can say it says burger, fries, and a drink, which also matches the picture. Now, when you scroll down, it gives you the option of selecting your drink and selecting your fries. Now, if you recall earlier at the bottom of the video, there were 5 drinks available. Here, there's only 4. So we've got these 4 sodas, but we're missing water. It looks strategically as if MrBeast and his brand have chosen not to put water as a drink option here. Now, what's quite intriguing is if we scroll down, we can see that the cost of water is cheaper. It's $2 versus $2.45 for the sodas. And now this is useful because you would presume that the water is cheaper for the kitchen to buy than the cost of the sodas. However, don't always assume that. You would need to look at your own costs to decide what is right for you and your business. Let's take another option now. Let's look at a chicken burger. We can see here a chicken sandwich. Yes, the burger is a chicken sandwich with fries and a drink. Same thing. There's 4 different options and 3 fries. What I have noticed is here gives you the option of 7-Up, whereas at the bottom of the screen, we have the option for Sprite or 7-Up. So had I have selected 7-Up at the top, I would be expecting 7-Up. So should a Sprite arrive, I might be a little bit upset. Now we're going to look at the combos. In most of the examples I've ever looked at, there will always be an issue with the combos. That's where the most common mistakes are. So if we take this one, for example, Beast Clucker Combo, we can see it says Beast Burger plus chicken sandwich. And here we have Beast Burger, a chicken sandwich. But here we have fries and a drink. And in the description, it doesn't mention fries and a drink. It says buy 1 Beast Burger Combo, add chicken sandwich for half price. It's quite confusing because if you looked at the picture, you're expecting all of this. But if you're somebody who likes to look at words, you're looking at all of this instead, which doesn't mention fries and a drink. Then when we scroll down, we can see it does indeed give you the option for fries and a drink. But if we look here, instead of giving us the options just for soda, we also have the option for water. So I'm going to select a water, a regular fries, and then I can choose my chicken sandwich, and I will add to the basket to make sure that all of the different options are working okay. Now let's scroll to this one here, which is a meal for three, and we can see here choose sandwich max 3. So whenever you're looking at doing this for your own restaurant, you would always try to break the system as such. So you might order 3 different burgers, or you might order 3 of the same to see, does it let you go all the way up to 4, 5, and 6? So I will choose different ones. So there's 3 fries and choose a drink. Now, if you notice here, maximum 3, but there's no water available again. So it's quite confusing as a customer because on some meal deals, there's water. Some you can't have it at all. I will add that to the basket because I'm feeling very hungry tonight. Now when I scroll down, let's look at the burgers. So we will click on the burger. We will double check that all of the ingredients here are correct, and you would know your own menu and recipes. You would then make sure that the main ingredients are listed here. At the same time, it's best practice to make sure that the picture has all of the ingredients visible. This one has most of them, like the ketchup and mustard, but it doesn't show the onion. Now let's presume that you don't like onion. When we scroll down, we want to see what options are available. Now these are usually called modifiers where you can modify your order. So it gives you the option to add extra items or remove extra items. And we can see that there's cheese, beef, and ketchup. Okay, for example, if we wanted extra cheese, if we wanted extra beef or extra sauce, we can add all of that information to here by clicking this box. Now at the same time, let's say you don't like onion or cheese. You have the option for no onion and no cheese. What's annoying about this Mr. Beast page is when you click on a different option, let's take the Carl's Deluxe, we can see we have beef, onions, and cheese. But when we scroll down, we only have the option for no onion. So if you're somebody who wants a Carl's Deluxe without cheese, you're going to hope that when you put the information in at the end of the order comments that you might be able to put the comment, no cheese. Now, the reason as a restaurant you want to avoid this is you will encourage people to put comments, and sometimes, depending on the delivery platform, these comments don't actually go to the kitchen. Basically, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, when we look at this, so here we have 2 smashed crispy beef patties, American cheese, bacon, and topped with crinkle fries. Now, considering it says halal, I presume that this is not pork bacon, but it's something if you are halal, it's probably worth specifying. Or perhaps a typo has been made and it's not halal, in which case that should be removed. And there's a perfect example of how the cuisine tag should be correct. Now, when we scroll down to the sides, we can see here we have different options of side orders. And if we click on chicken nuggets, here we have an example of chicken nuggets with a ketchup. Now, it doesn't say in the description whether or not you receive the nuggets with ketchup. So I'm presuming you do, but it's best practice to make sure that would be specified there. At the same time, if you don't, it should be added as a modify option here. Add ketchup 50C remice or 50p, whichever currency you're in, for example, or add mustard. Then when we scroll down, let's go to chicken dippers. We can see there's no sauce visible in the picture. So this is a great opportunity where you could upsell by adding the extra ketchup or extra mustard option. The reason being, we've seen in the burger category that they already have ketchup. So because within the kitchen there's already mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard, we're not adding any new ingredients to the kitchen. So we're helping to maximize the number of items being sold using the least amount of ingredients, which in turn helps your restaurant revenue and helps you give customers more choice whilst not making your operation any more complex. When we look at the mozzarella sticks, here we can see 6-piece bread, cheese mozzarella sticks. I presume that's meant to say breaded cheese mozzarella sticks. When we look at the pictures for onion rings, this packaging looks very bland, almost like a stock image. It just stands out a little bit against everything else that's here. And the last point would be jalapeno cream cheese. It says 6 pieces. Here we can see more than 6 pieces, which is not uncommon. A lot of restaurants do this to try and make sure it's enticing, but as much as possible, Try to make sure that the pictures as closely depict the product as you're selling as possible. That's everything for today. Just a very quick review. If you have any comments or you would like me to look at your own brand or your own delivery platform, please share below and I will happily do a review of your brand for you. If you learned something useful, please subscribe. Thank you.